I'd like to show you some exciting new features in Globebop that weren't there when the first video came out about Globebop. The first one is the star button. When you press this, you get, well, in this case, it's a site in Cambodia, I believe. Let me press the map view button to see what it is. Yes, it's in Cambodia, and it's one of the Angkor sites. If I click this button, the search button, we see it's a site called Ta Prohm. It's the modern name of the temple at Angkor, Siem Reap province, Cambodia, built in the late 12th and early 13th centuries. When we press this button, we go back to Street View. I press this button, I go back to where we were. Look at that. That's amazing. And of course, these, when clicked, take you to the next place. You can also navigate via the arrow keys if you're on a desktop computer. Anyway, this star key takes you to either a World Heritage site or to a site that I've run across in my Globebop travelings and have inserted in this world tour of incredibly interesting ancient sites. There are more modern ones in the tour as well, which consists of about 1,000 sites. Where is this one? Jarash in Jordan. Where is this one? Ah, well, many people will know this one. This is in Peru. This is Machu Picchu. And if you click these, you go to a longer article. You go to a longer Wikipedia article, and you can search here and here for places that you want to see. But anyway, getting back to the star button, there's about 1,000 sites in this tour of the ancient world and really interesting panoramas. For instance, there's a bunch of linked panoramas in a submarine. You walk through a submarine. There's another bunch of panoramas of a sunken ship. You navigate through the water looking at this sunken ship. Anyway, it's a pretty amazing tour through the ancient world for the most part. Where is this? Another amphitheater. Just another amphitheater? Well, no. This actually is Delphi, where the oracle of Apollo spoke. The Omphalos, the navel of the world. If you've done any study of ancient Greece, you've heard of Delphi. Here we are in Egypt, in a necropolis, a house of the dead. Anyway, there you have the star button, or equivalently the W key. Now the next feature is accessible via the map view, which I'll click. Let me zoom out a little bit. Now when I click and drag the map, you see those blue dots. Well, those blue dots indicate where there are definitely street views to have a look at. So if I drag the center of the map, which is indicated by the crosshair symbol, if I drag the center of the map to one of those and then click the street view button, we go to that panorama. And here we are in Egypt. Now it turns out that not every panorama has a blue dot. You look at the map and you say, oh, I don't see any blue dot there. There's nothing there to see. Well, there just might be. Check it anyway and see what happens. Now, the next feature is accessible via the Street View, and it's this button up in the top right. This takes you full screen. Once you are full screen, you can navigate using the arrow keys on the keyboard. You can also use all the other keyboard control that Globebop has. For instance, you can use the G key to go to a random location, which I just did. Or you can use the W key to go to a World Heritage site. Or you can use the S key to read about the site. And the last is a little feature that I put in. If you click this triangle at bottom right, you might see some buttons that you haven't seen before. Click it again and it goes back to the regular view. Well, an easier way to do that is to press the X key. It takes you back and forth so that you can view those buttons that you may not have seen before. Anyway, there's some exciting new features in Globebop, the premier app for couch potato tourism. Thanks for watching.